the experience like working with Maryanne. She's my go-to. I have a relocation company where we move executives, professional athletes, and basically anybody that needs to move, but we're of a white glove service, and the people that we surround ourselves with and introduce to our clients are extremely important, and Maryanne is the best. She's
the first time we met her, we dealt with other realtors before. Honestly, as soon as she left my house, I said to my wife, that's the one, that's the realtor I trust. That's the realtor I trust going forward. She told me we get an offer accepted in 7 days. I didn't believe her. I made her question herself. I doubted her, but she was right. We had 7 offers in 7 days. We accepted in 7 days, and she helped us through a very complicated process, but she was by our side. She answered every call, every text, and I really appreciate her, and I think the world of her, more than just a realtor, but as a person. So.
Maryanne, hands down, rock star. Came to me as a referral through somebody in town, and I'm a commercial real estate broker, so I was a little skeptical, not knowing what I was going to encounter. And the minute I spoke to Maryanne on the phone, instant connection. I felt like I found my real estate soulmate, and she helped me and my fiance at the time navigate selling our townhouse in Wyckoff, and enjoyed every conversation I had with her. She was like, no bullshit. She totally said it like it was, and I like that because I'm not always the most polished of people. And took a little bit of time to sell my townhouse, but then worked with her to buy my house in Upper Saddle River. And honestly, I feel like I've met a lifelong friend. And good news, because we don't travel in the same circles, we are working together kind of on a referral scenario. She's got some high, big roller residential clients, and she punts them my way for commercial work. And it's like a match made in heaven.
Really, because she understands that the clients that we work with are looking for their final home. And she understands that they're seniors and they're leaving their home that they've been in for 30, 40, 50 years. And that is extremely hard to do. It's not just an everyday client, it's a very specific client.
And I met Maryanne.Elsaesser a long time ago. My wife became friends with her. And you know that attorneys are not normally friendly with realtors. However, my mother died in 2012, and she left some rental properties. And Maryanne took those properties on for me. I can't tell you how great my experience was with that, because those properties were across the street from new construction that was the same thing. And it was very difficult to sell. And Maryanne took that under her wing and she sold it. And then after we got it under contract, she got it under contract for $50,000 more than the listing price. There was an issue with a floor in the garage with concrete. She had the resources to bring a guy in to cure that issue for $1,800. Every time I would call her as a lawyer, I would call her to discuss what was being offered. We would have like a 2-sentence conversation because we were always on the same page. That's how smart she is.
My wife has wanted to sell the house for years. We've had a big house. The house was over 6,000 square feet. We raised 9 people. Had 9 people in it, 5 kids. My wife, mom, and sister stayed with us. We were there for 37 years. We had a flood in February. The whole basement was destroyed and half the first floor was destroyed. That was in February. We fixed everything up. Matt was there from the beginning saying, okay, this is what you need to do. No, he made sure that the house was staged properly, that with everything that we replaced with the best of everything. We had two whole new kitchens, one in the basement, one on the first floor. As Matt pointed out before, we had replaced hardwood floor. He suggested 5 inch as opposed to normal 2.5 inch. We did that. We restained the whole house. We repainted the whole house. It was a big process. We sold the house within 5 days. We had 5 different offers. We sold it for more than the asking price. Again, we did everything to make the house look like it was new. It would look like it was new.
So I'm a very not easy person to convince on things, and Rhonda was so patient with me on my back and forth between, you know, never pushing me into something I didn't want, always took extra time to go look at places if I needed that one extra day to make my mind up. Everything was about me and what I wanted and my needs. So, and I really felt that from the beginning to the end. She was always accessible to me whenever I needed, patient with me when I needed that, pushed me when I needed that too. So just the perfect balance of prioritizing me, but also making sure that I'm steered in the right direction, as I was a first-time buyer and it was all brand new to me. And so made sure that I didn't get, you know, jammed into something that wasn't good for me, and really, again, put me first at foremost.
She's very straightforward, and she has the difficult conversations that I think a lot of people aren't willing to have. True transparency from the beginning, which I appreciate, and I think that that makes a real difference because this can be complicated. And I think her explaining things and being straightforward from the beginning helps to avoid problems in the end.
We had a town that wasn't giving me a CO, and basically she helped me along that process. We needed like a therapist at that point because we were very frustrated, and she was there for us, both my wife and I, and we got through it. We got through closing. I don't know how. We almost gave up on the house, but we didn't. She was there for us, and we got it done.
Well, there's always obstacles, and she's always prepared. I mean, she just has been doing this for such a long time. She's very organic and she's heartfelt. So, I mean, she's been raised to do this.